Hey there. I wanted to just respond to Dave's request on GJ. Do a quick analysis of where we are currently on GJ. Now I'm on the hour chart, right? Okay, so this is obviously it's a sell. We had the break. We had the break below the 50. It closed. We have the little penetration on the MACD through the center line, so that's awesome as well. However, we want to look at these support dots. Now, this current candle right here is on a support dot. It's on a support dot. So I would want that to close. Now, let's go up to the 4 hour. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Now, on the 4 hour, I'm not so much concerned about the big arrow and what direction it's in. The directional support you want to be looking at is what is price currently doing now. What is it doing now? Also, remember that everything that happens on the higher time frame is actually playing out on the lower time frame. So if I put my vertical line right here on this current candle, first of all, it looks like we're actually in a correction. We're actually in a correction on the 4 hour, right? We're in a correction, which supports the direction of the position that we're going to be taking on the 1 hour. Okay, so that's how I determine my directional support. So now here's the vertical line. Okay, so we haven't got much going on because it just opened up. So what I will be doing is waiting for this to break, right? And you have a nice clear shot for this level right here for a TP, right? You can even TP at this point here. Now remember, we want it from the close of the candle, to the previous support or resistance dot. So let's go here. That's 18 pips. That's 18 pips at this level. If you were to get in right now, you're looking at clearing 18 pips. Now what I would do is I would drop 2 positions at 10 pips each. That way you can get your 20. Now you can also capitalize on this key level here of for a TP, because that is your 50% line on the fib. So let's say you got in the trade right now and you want to take it to this level here. You're looking at about 58 or so pips, and that would be awesome as well. What I would recommend, however, is that you lock in your 20 first. Lock your 20 in. That way that's done, and then you can take it to here. So how would that look? You can drop 2 positions, right? 2 positions, and whatever your lot size is, just split it in half. You have the first position going to TP at 20 pips. The second position is going to TP at this level, right? So that's about 54, 55 pips. And that's how you would do that without over leveraging your account and capitalizing on the bigger move. And the fact that the support and resistance is within the previous day, previous day, that makes your TP even stronger with very little drawdown. So I hope that makes sense. And let's look at this 4 hour one more time. Yep. So we're in a correction, but remember, it's still above. It's still above the 50, right? And so we have our MACD that's kissing, looking like it wants to cross. Now remember, price never goes straight up and straight down. At some point it has to breathe, right? So we had a nice little impulse, right? We had a nice little impulse up to this point, and then we broke structure. We broke that trend line, and when you break structure, that typically indicates that that's where price wants to go. So it is due for a correction. We just needed to break a little more, right? And we can see that on the hour. So that is the reason why I would suggest waiting for price to break this dot right here. Wait for it to break this dot and close, and then yeah, you can potentially take this to this key level. If I put the fib on here, we can see clearly that this level right here coincides with the 50, right? So looks good to me, but follow that guidance just to ensure that we reduce the drawdown that can potentially take place if you were to get in right now. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.